Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Good to see you. Check out these flowers I got. Woohoo. Anyway, um, yeah. So today I wanted to, I've been talking with a couple people who were really interested in just staying in touch with their people, their prospects, their customers. And so we got talking about something really simple, like a simple newsletter plan to where we're going to send out a really straight, simple newsletter on email twice a month. Could be once a month, but in this case, twice a month. And then do the same thing as a LinkedIn newsletter twice a month for them. And I'm thinking the way we're going to do it is just go through the list of topics that they get the most questions about, and then we'll just pick out, the first 10 to start with, and then just one topic per newsletter, whether that's email or LinkedIn. And so this type of simple newsletter plan, um, once you get this together and you've got your topics, you can do this. We're doing it for somebody else, but you can do this yourself. You're going to write and edit your content. That's sort of the first step. Well, step zero is figuring out what those first 10 topics are, like the questions you always get that you're like, oh, I always get asked this. You can look in your Outlook box, look in your text messages, you know, just think about what do I get asked at every single trade show? That's your stuff that you want to talk about. So that's step zero. Then step one is to write and edit the content. So just think about a conversation you had, maybe even have that conversation with one of your coworkers or customers or yourself and jot down, what you're going to say about that question that everybody asks. So write that out, edit it, and then the next piece is creating and formatting it both as an email and in LinkedIn. I think short and sweet and simple is better. We don't need it to be super complicated. People are looking at stuff on their phone, and so doing crazy town HTML with stuff all over the place. I don't know. I like the super simple with just like a graphic in it. Um, Feels more authentic and natural. So yeah, deciding what your main topics are, pick 10 to start or less, write and edit. Then you're going to create and format that as an email and as LinkedIn. And then, of course, you can send it and publish it. So you can schedule that out. You can schedule out, the next few months worth. Just get a coffee, hang out, do that on a Friday morning, something like that, and get those teed up to send, publish. And then you can just look at some basic performance tracking, what's happening with them. And again, this is a way to stay in touch with people and be helpful, help them think of you. I get replies to mine all the time, and they're not always on the topic that I sent the email about, right? Or that I sent the LinkedIn newsletter about. People will come back and go, "Oh, I meant to ask you about this. Oh, I'm glad you sent that. It reminded me of this other thing." So it's a great way to be of service, keep top of mind. And, since you are sending out as an email on LinkedIn, it brings up this whole idea of repurposing content. Um, so sometimes when I talk with folks, they have this objection like, "Oh, I don't want to do that because I already said that last month or last year. Everybody knows that. All my customers already know I already do that." They don't. They're not thinking about you every single second of the day. So you think they know exactly what you make and what you offer and what you sell, but they're not always thinking of you. So it's totally okay to send the same information in an email and as a LinkedIn newsletter. And furthermore, you could take it a step past that. I figured there's a good 42 things to do with any piece of content. You can do the email and LinkedIn newsletter like we talked about. You could do quick 10-second videos, you could do full length videos, blog, podcast, LinkedIn article, uh, all the socials that you can think of, quick case study or write up one pager on it. Gosh, you could do some Google Slides, some Quora, some, I don't know, Reddit, whatever you want. So you can go bonkers and think about all the places that you can share that super useful information. And then just to wrap this up, make sure that whatever you have, whatever you're going to send out, if somebody really likes it, that you give them a way to take the next step with you. Now, whether that's book an appointment, that's great. Whether it's, in my case, I'm gonna say, send me a text, send me the word seven, SEVEN, to 1-530-203-5703, and I will send you some templates from my book that help you do this and some other cool marketing things. So give people another way to take a next step with you. Book a time to talk, download a demo, whatever the thing is, make it super easy for them to take a next step. All right, so that's the simple newsletter plan. If you want my ideas on how to take that further, if you need some help with it, let me know. Otherwise, good luck. Talk soon and have a beautiful Tuesday. Bye.